Hi, this is Sideco with TIRIAS Research. I'm here with Zubair from AMD, showing us kind of their complete cockpit in-vehicle experience that they are enabling with all of their AMD silicon and software stacks here at CES 2024. So Zubair, take it away.
So this is our in-vehicle experience. This is a seat buck that we had made to really put you into the digital cabin of a car and experience what is the future technology that can be enabled by AMD. So in the rear here, Francis, what we've got is we've got two screens that show us rear seat entertainment. And in this entertainment screens, we've got movies and games. So we can show you kind of in the movie section, we've got some trailers. So definitely if you have kids or passengers that you're taking around, right? So you got to keep them entertained, especially on the long road trips nowadays. Everybody's an iPad baby, right? Mine are too. And so you've got movies or you can play games. And we've got a couple games that are shown here. And the games that you can play are both hosted locally as well as cloud-based games. So you can run cloud-based games in the vehicle as well too. So now you can access a library of many, many different cloud-based low latency games.
And both for the cloud-based games, but also for the videos or the movies, are those streaming as well? Can you do streaming on that?
Absolutely, you could stream the movies, just like we're going to show you streaming in the front as well too. You can stream them, or you could stream the games, or you could watch Twitch, right, and or play local games as well.
And do you guys care what the 5G component of it is, or whatever's in the vehicle you guys will use?
We can use whatever is in that vehicle, and nowadays the vehicles are all starting to adopt 5G, and the latest, LTE is kind of common already now, so they're all moving towards 5G in the vehicle.
Perfect.
So we can grab that, or if there's local Wi-Fi in the vehicle as well too, right? So you want to have a seat over here, Francis? Okay. Yeah. So, however, whatever's comfortable for you. So what we've got here is a drive screen. So in this mode, you're driving the vehicle, and we've navigated to go down the Las Vegas Strip. And as we go along the strip, we've got 3D maps here. So you see we can zoom in and out. We can look around. We've got 3D graphics showcasing what's going on, with also different waypoints and different sites that we can see. And on the passenger screen over here, what we've got is a co-pilot. So what's must see? As we're going along, these are going to change, but we've got the fountains. You got to see the fountains. What food is going to be along our way? Which shows can we see, can we get to? And then what kind of coupons can we get to save some money on those shows as well too, right? So we're driving the vehicle, and we're getting information as we go. And then also what we have is a voice assistant as well too, is that what are the top restaurants in Las Vegas?
Here are several restaurants with more than 3 stars in Las Vegas, sorted by rating.
And so this is using SoundHound, which is a tool that uses local search as well as ChatGPT, LLM search to again generate us some results as well too. So this is all being powered by the Ryzen APU processor. So we've got a couple use cases there when you're driving the car to help you get find the stuff that you want to find, make life a little bit easier for you. At the same time, now as we go to autonomous vehicles, driver monitoring is becoming more and more of a requirement in the vehicle. If you move forward a little bit for me here, you can see we're tracking your eye gaze. We're seeing where you're going left or right. And then what we can do also is we can give you warnings. So for example, if our camera gets blocked, we can issue a warning, or if you look away for the camera for about 30 seconds, it should give us a warning, focus on the road. It'll say right there, focus on the road, right? So definitely, as we get those level 3, level 4 features in the car, right, making sure you're safe is a key feature, and AMD will want to give that experience to our customers and to our OEMs. Right?
So if you start falling asleep, there's an arm that comes out and slaps you in the face.
That's stage 2. Maybe some water to spray in your face, right?
No, but kind of like what we were talking about upstairs, you could potentially change like the AC or bring in some fresh air or whatnot to try to wake up the.
You could lower the temperature. Yeah. Right. There's different features. So that was the drive mode, and nowadays with electric vehicles, we're parking and sitting in our cars a lot more, right? As they're charging, I myself end up parking outside of Target or the grocery store, waiting for family to go grocery shopping, wherever it might be. You might have a kid sleeping in the car, so my wife goes in. Well, you get really bored easily. So one thing that we want to bring into the car also is entertainment for everyone, right? And we showed you kind of what we can do in the rear screen. In the front here now, for example, your car is parked, and you get like a in-car movie kind of experience. And you can watch a movie, you can watch your YouTube ads, right? But you know what occupies me for a lot of the day is whenever I have a moment is all the emails, catching up on my emails, right? So yes, we can watch a movie, but we could also go to our kind of a workplace on wheels. So I can see my calendar, I can see what's going on today. I can open up a PDF or a PowerPoint and review it and read it while I'm waiting in the car, right? Really, I have this workplace on wheels. And this idea came from actually our head of marketing who was taking a conference call in the car while she was waiting for her son to finish baseball practice, right? So it's kind of a common thing for parents nowadays. And then also we have enabled an app called Jitsi where you can join a meeting just like you would, similar to joining a Teams meeting. You can join it in the car now too. So
hopefully it senses when it's got to be in park.
This is all in park mode. You can see right here in the mode, it's in park.
Yeah.
So this does not activate in drive mode.
Perfect.
Right. So and so lastly, what we have here as a fun feature is we had a selfie kind of mode, so we can take a selfie here, so you can remember your experience. And then we've got a QR code that'll pop up, and you can grab the picture from the QR code.
Perfect.
And I'll help you get that too. And so yeah, you can see the picture on my phone there.
That's great.
Yeah. And so you can email that to yourself. But yeah, so you can see the different type of experiences we can enable in the vehicle with a high-powered processor, right? Like a Ryzen, and paired with our Xilinx Versal processor as well.
So with all of this capability that you just showed me right now, is this running off of one chip, or is there a multiple set of chips that's powering this?
So the infotainment screen is all driven by one Ryzen SoC. The driver monitoring is done by the Xilinx adaptable SoC.
Perfect.
Yeah, but yes, the screens are all driven by single SoC.
Great.
And you saw upstairs how many displays we can drive with one SoC.
Right.
It's quite powerful, right? And so in this setup, also the gaming runs on a separate SoC. But in our next
probably
generation,
have a GPU that's running that.
To help with the gaming, yes.
Yeah.
In the next generation of our processors, the entire cabin, rear and front, could all be run by a single SoC.
Do you ever see a situation where even as powerful as the SoCs are now, excuse me, you might need multiple of those for the infotainment side of things? I mean, for the ADAS and safety critical stuff, you probably could run that in one SoC, but as you get higher up in the tiers of cars, you might need multiple.
Absolutely. We showed a couple of compelling work use cases here, but of course, with the real estate that you have in a vehicle, the use cases will just increase in demand, right? Demand of processing power. And so as that demand increases, right, of course, processing power has to increase. You go multiple SoCs until you get make a bigger one, right? Later. And so then you kind of converge. So right now we're seeing domain convergence, right? We'll probably at some point see the use cases get so big that we need domain separation, and they come back to convergence at a later time.
Perfect. Great. Well, thank you very much for taking me through this. This is very helpful. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Francis.